I want to use this opportunity to welcome our great leader, the leader of Eastern Security, in the person of Mazi of Abadike.
December 2020, 10,111 days, formed on parade. Mino. Ibi bison. Anama. Akwa mwe makibono. Mfrère Mériota, Poisson Sen. Quand frère foot, ils ont mis côté Eastern Region. Eastern Region, mais Ibibi Mami, Anang Mami, Oran Mami, Efik Mami, Ibo Mami, Ijo Mami, Ikwe Mami, Ogoni Mami, Afra Vilon.
In his own dialect. Officer Bara, you are welcome. The commander of Bayelsa State. Thank you.
Iso. 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 Iso kmo imi okmo fa. Olua. Mi oyori obo mi baro rere. Eastern Region bo. Suwombo. Bayelsa bo. Mi oyori omogumi. An Eastern Region yonku. Wanbo sembo dikine me ne pagabomini. Komotor dikiamo. Kriyano gumi krimi, yano gumi krimi mi. Krimi yano gumi krimi murume. So many wapagabo.
Make your jog me don't ha ohe. Aba de ujakide. Tolu ye nene choketache. Echi bo, echi gala, echi belu, echi TV o chakawa de temengini. Tolu Eastern Region agwa jujaunde. Gyojo amamaye mene turu mi tolu emgide igbe. O na eneke lolu unyo jaun. O na eneke chandun enyokon to da mela to de amone kama ma ngbok ma jarakun. Make your jog ka juja kide o kete pedo kate kwengi ne alo onchaka akako dama apato egwalu ma chaka kide onchaka.
I want us to give 3 bozas to our great leader. I want to go. Oza. I want to hear more of it to our great leader because it's not easy to gather this great army. I say let us give him another 3 great bozas. More of it. Let's go. More of it, let's go, let's go.
Kareburano, do mani kwete, do pe Odudua, very Biafra, do mani supervisor, do sipe Jazi, agobe Fulani, ani Bororo, do mani kwete burane, ani Biraha Kareo, ani kwete Kare, do mani kwete, do pe Odudua, ani Biafra, do mani, so suvao, do sapanao, abisabe sabe do anyi, do asibe Odudua, do asimoguvane, mani kwete, mani pe Jazi agobe eworo eni enanyu kata do mani sive do sipeo ba Jazi vabe o anebira o mani o kare o avo.
One of the commander Kakwaibum I mean tangna gosira babio Emmanuel membong ukara jinanji tauna daga ked Anyi ni wana mato de nyinya na Biafra. Biafra sina kiji nyin ndita a Biafra. Ndita Biafra ka nyin me government ni wana kang na nyin etieti. Ewo ndita nyin boni kaba. Ebe ne na ngedi kisang nyin. Edi wo bon mpasam nyin ka. Ida ngabi anga dong bono ka kwaibum. Aya kan sim mbo from today upwards. Me governor nyin, me chief nyin, me bong Gospel Babiro. Ni Manuel Udom. Mbo tonga ko sane kan tram. Jage edakeda. Jage ni wana mena fra ni ami. Edo kisam ni ebe ne enang. Edi gwa bonu nko si kita abiyanga tonga dong bono go. Mbo tonga ko sane kan tram. Kan ni da Biafra. Akwai me songi da o. Akwai me songi da o.
Aloke nema aniyo anwoye ipuga chenike bene unga wo komanda gowa nkebe ihe bene akaja ani widoma ebedune na aka ipugole na ihi kama uzu ihi kama Nigeria ebeduna na aka na aje kama iko na agi li freedom go aga men achekutu aro pabu ohi ihibi iko game na rogi lo eigalo nya nwu ipugole na ihi kama Nigeria hibu Nigeria o aga lo no aro wa chegu idoma biko alo chekutu galo ya galo lo igalo nie ma bogo Nigeria wo le ocheni ibi iyogira no nga agbokoja acheniko obodo ajegu beke ikama obodo ibo ajege egbo oda na ako ajegu beke ebo abiko awa ga tarabo galo lo le galo le okoranga agbajama kama maju ocho gawa galo igalo le idoma and wochene ocho ipugu commander go Biafra ika ipugu Biafra ebele alaka ya galo lo Biafra nyama ajego Nigeria tigu Oduduwa ohoro na alaka ya ma anka agbokoja amaju ocho wa tara bo galo lo igalo le idoma anma
okozono ụbọchị tata ụbọchị mawuru onwe ụbọchị Oduduwa bụ Yoruba Nation na ndị Biafra jikọta aka ọnụ si n'ogbugbu a na-egbu ụmụnne anyị n'Obigo ọgbakọrọ ụbọchị nke tata agwa the zoo government bụ the British colonial ekpokọtala ọnụ chịkwa ha isi ebe ha n'ogbugbu a na-egbu ụmụnne anyị n'Ozugbo anyị achọrọzi ya ọzọ ọ bụrụ n'ụbọchị nke tata anyị ji wee gbakọọ n'ebe a wesị agwa ndị Nigerian gọọmenti na etu ọbụla ha si wee chọọ ya ha chọrọ ya n'udo ha chọrọ ya na nsogbu na Oduduwa na Biafra dịrị ha nkwadobe ogbugbu a na-egbu ụmụnne anyị ma n'ala Igbo ma n'ala Yoruba na ndị nke nọ n'ugwu Hausa n'Obigo n'ụbọchị nke taa onwe ozi ọzọ anyị chọrọ n'aka ha bụrụ ha hapụ anyị ka anyị naba mana ọ bụkwa ha na ha asị etu anyị jijikwa ya wee gwa ha n'ụbọchị nke tata na ha ekwetara anyị akọrọ ya egwu ndị nke ọzọ fọrọ afọ ha gbagbara anyị Igbo kwenu ekwezuonu
I am in New Shamahim International School. I'm here to say that I am angry of staying in Nigeria. Oh, yes. We are angry to stay in Nigeria because Nigeria is not our own country. Yahweh bless us with milk and honey with oil. We are tired to stay in zoo because Yahweh did not give us in this condition the time was in our past olden days. Let me tell all these things to you because when Biafra will come, some of you will come and be helping us and be begging us for help and let us help you. Let me say this thing to you. Everybody remember that Biafra will soon come. Mazi told that when he go to US, that he's coming back with Biafra. Let me warn you for the last time. All of you to remember that Biafra is coming. Biafra is coming. Biafra is coming. Biafra is coming. I will still repeat it again. We want to sing a song. Show me the way to go to Biafra. Show me the way to go to Biafra. I am tired to be in zoo. I am tired to be in Nigeria. I am tired. Show me the way to go to Biafra. Biafra. Show me the way to go to Biafra.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wonderful people of Biafra all over the world, and from wherever you're watching us from, and from wherever you hope to see and to hear our voices. We salute you all, and we are so happy to be here again. And in the name of the moment and in the likes of the moment, we say woto woto to the enemies of Biafra, and we say woto woto to anyone that stands against the sit at home. Woto woto to anyone that stands against the no election in Biafra land. Woto woto to anybody that crosses our way. You have to collect it. Whether you like it or not, Biafra has come to stay and it must prevail. And there is no amount of propaganda, no blackmail that can deter our resolve. We are not going back on whatever we are doing because we have crossed the Rubicon and it is a time of no return. Kudos to Biafrans all over the world, especially those at the forefront of this very struggle, those that are back home that are fighting tooth and nail. Kudos to the ESN who today have made 2 years anniversary. Kudos to every gallant man who volunteers his or herself in any way to make sure that Biafra comes to protect the land of Biafra. Kudos to anyone who is not even in IPOB or not even a committed fighter, but is fighting under another umbrella, but is working in one way or another to destroy the zoo. Kudos to every bullet that is going against the zoo. Kudos to you that is here now. And kudos to our leader who has made himself the sacrificial lamb for Biafra to come. Kudos to our interim leader, Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is the spokesperson anointed by Martin Ambikano. Kudos to Umuada and the spokesperson of Umuada in the person of Madam Azuka. Kudos to the Umuada team. Kudos to this gallantry and ever-ready media team who are there to keep the fire burning. And kudos to you in the comment section who keeps the enemies and the agent provocateurs busy with what they have to make do with because they have nothing to do. It is only what we give them that they will feed on. Kudos to everybody all over the world. To the Oduduwas and the Ambazonians, we salute you. We are in this race together. That is why you need to be formidable and remain strong. We have enemies all over the place, and that is not going to deter us in any way. The more the enemies comes, the more we become stronger together, and the more it emboldens our strength and courage to fight the more. So thank you all because we have gathered here today to keep you updated with the trends of events in the events of today. Ndewo Mochineke, Ndewo, Ndewo, Ndewo. With us in the studio, we have Mazi Okonkwo, Mazi Chuk Survival, Mazi Gaddafi, and Mazi Sonny, and many others will be joining us. So I thank you all for being here. Get your popcorn and get your cup of coffee. If you know how to drink whiskey or palm wine or Coca-Cola, get anyone that you are good at. Keep it beside you because there is a lot in the kitchen to serve you. Thank you very much. Master Kodwo, you have the mic to grace the house. They go from here.
Thank you, Mazi Sonny. Good evening from here. It is now good evening from the city of the Netherlands, and I extend my greetings to all my comrades, Chief Survivor, Gaddafi of Biafra here, and many others that are on the way coming. I want to tell you it is a divine mandate that we're here tonight, and I don't want Biafrans to take it for granted. When Mazi Nandekano say those who are born from the origin, when you look at our face, you can see that we're not smiling. Sometimes we come and make a joke, but let me tell you, we carry a mandate. And the mandate we carry is the mandate that will restore Biafra. You see those children that were singing, those kids that were jumping. The zoo can only kill the body, but the soul and the spirit that carries the information does not die. So I want you to put this in the mind. When you kill the body, the spirit comes back. And it's only for those who understand this frequency are the ones you're seeing here tonight. We're not looking at our body, but we're looking about 100 years ago ahead. That's why we're here. We are no longer alive, but we are died and we're living in Christ. So you can't kill us. We are here tonight to give you a gospel. So the only thing you can do is to pick your popcorn, as Sonny has said, and also hit the button, share. If you can share your Facebook or your TikTok or your devices, Share this message because we're on a critical time when everybody will turn to media warrior ahead as an autopilot. God bless you.
Thank you, Mazi. That reminds us, everyone now should turn to a media warrior. What we mean is that you share every post, you do everything that you have to do to bombard the enemies because you can see that they are coming from left, right, center. So whatever we post and whatever you can post, you have to post in propaganda and also in truth, because now you are in the media warfare. They use propaganda and then they use the truth to decimate all over the place. So we have to fight massively. That is why do not join a broadcast and then you don't hit the like button. Remember to hit the like button, hit the share. On YouTube, you can share. When you click on the share button on YouTube, you see where you see create a text or a post. When you click there, you write something. You have posted or you have reshared this broadcast and other people can see it. Share it, hit the like button as you join because we have to make the message to go far and wide. Mazi Chuk Survival, you have the mic, please.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother, Sonny. Thank you, my beloved brother, Okonkwo, and my beloved brother, Gaddafi. I appreciate every one of you who has made today possible as we are here. May CHUKWU, ABIAMA continue to guide and protect every one of you. I appreciate most immensely. My special thanks goes to people in Biafra land. Our people who are in Biafra land, men and women, children who are in Biafra land today, at this difficult time, who are in the front and they are doing the needful against all the propaganda, against all the attack. They are standing firm and doing what they need to do. I thank you all and I say, may CHUKWU continue to protect every one of you. Those of you on the comment section, you are part of the media, just as my comrade have said. Every one of us is part of the media. As long as you have a social media handle, in as much as we are here as those who are speaking, you are part of the media and you have to play your own role. I appreciate every one of you as you are commenting, as you're in the comment section, sharing. You are doing a very important thing. Continue to do that. And I tell you, victory will be ours. It doesn't matter what the enemy says. It doesn't matter the wind you see. It doesn't matter the earthquake you see. You are going to be safe. Whatever you are seeing today, I urge you, the sit at home goes on. We are consistency personified. That is what Mazi Nnamdi said. One important thing I have to let you know. Today, nobody is sitting on the fence anymore. That issue of sitting on the fence, you don't know whom to follow or who not to follow. That issue has been buried. Today, the line has been drawn. We have only two sections today. It's not like before when you say you don't know where to follow. Today, we have the good and the bad. Very, very clearly stated. All the evil men and the saboteurs, even the ones that are hiding, they have finally come in the open and they are speaking in one voice. And the IPOB that Mazi Nnamdi established, that he told you that they are consistency personified and they are indestructible. Today they are standing alone on their own. Autopiloted by CHUKWU by himself. If you are part of the autopilot, you must have to thank CHUKWU because you are blessed. And I tell you, we are going to raise the flag of Mazi Nnamdi very, very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi. You've just reminded Biafran something. We did not even need the registration of IPOB in UK that the Indian Samas collected money and then struck the paper out before we do what we are doing. So,
exactly.
As a Biafran, the blood flows in you and the fire burns in you. So you don't need UK. You don't need UK to approve your document and you must fight for your freedom before you fight. Mazi Gaddafi, you have the mic, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Biafran people. I thank those ones in the Biafran land sitting at home. Thank you so much. I thank God for protecting you guys from the evil forest, from the dungeon of the wicked ones. Above all, I thank my fellow comrade in the studio, Mazi Okonkwo, Chief Survivor Sani Akbakawa. I thank Biafran people
who are watching us today, please, the only one thing I want you to do is hit the like button and share button. Don't do that one alone. Then you relax and watch us. God bless us. We'll proceed. It's not easy. It's not easy. If you think so, it's easy. It's not easy even to Ezekiel. We thank you as you go with us. Invite your friends. Invite the lovers of freedom. Invite the friends of Biafra to listen to us. Thank you. Somebody saying Simon is on live. Is that true?
Thank you, Mazi Gaddafi. Thank you. Simon is live and we are going to play him here when he starts talking. So we are together. So if you're watching, just stay on. We are going to synchronize everything and you continue watching from here. So, Mazi Okonkwo, today marks 2 years of Eastern Security Network. And for those that does not know who Eastern Security Networks are and their importance and the objective that has been given to them and the reason why they even exist, please enumerate to Biafrans why we must uphold Eastern Security Network and why we must keep their sponsors uplifted to the letter. Mazi.
Thank you, Mazi Sonny. Let me start off first to thank our men on the ground, those people who choose to volunteer their lives. And at the end also, all glory will be to CHUKWU, ABIAMA. But let me thank the ones who are watching now. We want to commend you. We want to thank you. We are also praying for you. We have also media team prayer, autopilot prayer team, where we pray for you every Sunday, every now and then. And I want to tell every autopiloted ESN anywhere you are that what you are doing is that you are doing the work of God. You are serving God. In fact, you are a volunteer army of the divinity. Because if you also go back to decode the time, because why am I saying this? Last time when Mazi Nnamdi launched the Eastern Security Network on the 12/12, I sat down and I discussed with the Wake Goji, if she could remember. I began to decode what prompted Mazi Nnamdi actually to set up this Eastern Security Network on 12/12. Then when I go to search the number 12, and I find out that the number 12 has a lot of significance in the what we call Bible, in the spiritual life, And in the numerology, number 12 simply means a confirmed number, a number that signifies the government and power. So Mazi Nnamdi, through Israel of the Most High, choose this particular day on the 12th. He launched this Eastern Security Network. It is not only that they are there to guide our bushes, but they represent the spiritual head, because number 12 stands for the spirituality, strong, and the government. So the government of Biafra is guided by this 12/12 ESN security launched by MNK. So if you are under the ESN command of Mazi Nnamdi, not China Sanwo-Olu, but not Mazi Nnamdi, under Mazi Simon Ekpa, which is the autopiloted. When we say autopiloted, simply means that we are anchored on the resource, which is that 12/12, a numerical number that can never be broken. If you check these numbers I'm talking about, you understand, if you're a mathematician here on under our voice, it is the number that created the universe. It is the numerology that creates everything. There is nothing you can bring to equation without finding a number. So Mazi Nnamdi now, what is this 12/12? I don't know what it stands for. But one thing I know is that the 12 is the number of the government. So Eastern Security Network is given to Mazi Nnamdi to deliberately deliver to you as Moses of your time. That is the 10 commandments. So we must make sure that we fund the Eastern Security Network. Forget about all these people making noise. We have given our life for this struggle, and they also have given their life for this struggle, and none of us will go back because we are operating on a number that can never be broken. That is number 12. So we are the government of the south of the Eastern Africa, and I could say West Africa, and we will stand to get our right as long as we operate on this number 12 that Mazi Nnamdi is operating on. You must know who is Mazi Nnamdi. Then you ask yourself, how come Eastern Security Network was created on the 12/12? Then you will now understand. That's why Ejiofor said, He did not understand until when he went to jail, and he was not able to kill him in jail because he's a man that operates on the numerical number that Spirit of God has given unto him. But it's only when you know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then you will know who he is. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi Okonkwo. Mazi Chuk Survival, in the same vein, explain to Biafrans the importance and why we need to keep the fire of ESN burning with their funding, their logistics, and everything needed for them to be able to grow higher and higher every day.
Thank you so much, my brother. Fellow Biafrans, I thank you once again for joining us, and for CHUKWU OKIKE ABIAMA to make you see today, you must be thankful. We have come a long way. And just as my brother Okonkwo was explaining, I was meditating, thinking about who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. Most time when I make my broadcast, I tell them we are lucky to get people that work with time. We are lucky to get people who work with time. Just as the Bible says that there is time for everything. And if you are working with somebody who knows the time, who works with time, you will never fail. You will never fail. Just think within yourself, if ESN was not formed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what will be the fate of the southeastern region today? Biafran people, not Southeast, the whole Biafra land, what will be your fate? Just take a little while, take time and think, if ESN was not on board, what will be your fate today? You see, that is why sometimes when you see these people who come to parade themselves, all these fake career agitators, who come to tell you about structure, but I can tell you, one of the major structure that is in place, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put in place, that gives you the hope that Biafra is on the door, is ESN. One of the major structure that we are supposed to protect with the whole of our strength, the whole of our blood, is the ESN. Forget about all this nonsense they're talking. When they talk about structure, that should be where your mind should be going. If you really want Biafra, for those of us who genuinely are fighting for Biafra to have a nation of our own, when you talk about fighting for Biafra, you can't fight for Biafra empty-handed. You talk about self-defense, you can't fight for self-defense empty-handed. There must be something in place. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a man that works with the time. If you can remember, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to the United States to ask them for arms, check the time between that time and now, how many years ago? They called him a madman. They called him a troublemaker. They said he's insensible. They said he's fomenting trouble. But I can tell you today, majority of those who call him names, today they are remembering Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a man that is, if no matter how you hate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even his enemy at a state, they confess about his achievement today. And one of the achievements he has made for the Biafran people is to give us a defense. To give us a defense. And this ESN you see to this is Mazi Nnamdi established. This is the hope we have of entering into Biafra. We are facing an array of enemies, and in fighting for our freedom, there must have to be engagement. In engaging, you don't engage with empty hand. You don't engage just like that without training. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started on time. Even when nobody was talking about it, he started. Even when the Department of Saboteur were busy facing their career in agitation, they were busy. He came to them, including those who were close, these people today who are claiming to be close to him. He came to them as a surprise. It was only when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu launched ESN that they begin to understand that this man is not having the same agenda as we have. Because every single one of them have been taking this very agitation for their own selfish interest as a career where they go to make money. But when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established ESN without their knowledge, they have no other choice than to begin to plan his kidnap. And after that, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it openly, we are going to march. That after the 150 days prayer, we will march. He says it and he doesn't miss word in it. all hell break loose. My brothers and sisters, if you are thinking of a structure, one structure you must protect with the last drop of your blood and your wealth is the ESN. Go and put your money, your effort, your prayer, put it there. That is where it matters. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, Mazi Survival, Mazi Gaddafi. Mazi Gaddafi, the mic is facing you now. Now, please, explain to Biafrans, because ESN has made 2 years today.
Mazaraf, welcome. Pastor
Let
Emeka,
us
welcome.
know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Welcome, welcome, comrade.
Good afternoon, sir.
The funding and making them to stand strong.
Our leader
Will
is in
your
the high
people be
spirit.
safe today?
He's in high
Because
spirit.
without them, what you saw that happened in Amufu, what you saw that happened in Iyala, what you saw that happened in Umutanze, what you saw that happened in Olu, what you saw that is happening in the hinterland and everywhere, today, it would have been very, very rough. How will you explain to Biafrans the importance of ESN and what they have to do more to keep the fire burning? Mazi Raf and Mazi Emeka, you guys are welcome to the studio. Mazi Gaddafi, right on, please.
Thank you. God bless you for having me. The most important thing and the fact of the whole thing is that if there is nothing like ESN, some of our name would have changed to Musa and Yusuf. If there is nothing like ESN, our village would have been, in fact, our land would have taken over by this by this janjaweed. You remember? So the only good thing that happened to Biafran people is Eastern Security Network. And if you check, you see that we've lost men. Really, maybe that. Okonkwo, mute yourself.
Mazi Okonkwo, please mute yourself. Are you carried away from the broadcast? Please mute yourself, please.
So, like I said, if it's not the Eastern Security Network, maybe some of us would have been permanently in exile. Some of us would have been looking for a place of burial where they would bury us in a strange land, But thanks be to God for our leader, Mazi Nankano, who put up the Eastern Security Network. And above all, I want to relate it to Mazi Simon Ekpa, because these Nzama people and career agitators has succeeded in cleaning up this Eastern Security Network after they have been cashed out. The Mohammed Abbas in Kuwait, and that big head and big head and smonyash that is in Switzerland, with they have madness in South Africa. All these people have cashed out and sell Eastern Security Network, and the head of DOS, which is Caro White, charge and bail lawyer Ifeanyi Ejiofor. So if you see the activities of these people and how they've teamed up with Southeast governors to make sure that they kill all our commanders to quench the fire of Eastern Security Network, if you look and you look, this is the time that our leader said we should use our brain. As you activate your brain, your brain, you will know that if it's not Eastern Security Network, there will be nobody like us today. There would have been Emir of Imo State, the Emir of Abia State, and the Emir of all Biafra land. All you will see there is Emir of this, Emir of that. But thanks be to God for Eastern Security Network, who use their life to defend us, who use all they have, the male and female of ESN personnel. They've done their best. They've done a great job to make sure that our name remain our name. And still, in this our time, our land will not be taken by, no inch of our land will be taken from us, because Our forefathers defended the land. It is not this our time that uncircumcised will come and take our land. I thank Eastern Security Network. I also thank autopilots who kept this fire burning. If not so, there will be nothing like Eastern Security Network. God bless you. Thank you. Our leader is in high spirits. God bless you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope my voice is coming out clear.
Yes, even your face is coming out clear.
Okay. Mazi Okonkwo, please don't laugh anyhow in this broadcast. If not so, you pay fine to ESN. Okay.
If I ask Pastor Emeka why he just came in and started to laugh at us, so I don't know.
Okay, don't worry. When he get the mic, he will explain. Mazi Raf, where you are, can you speak now?
Man of God,
Mazi
welcome,
Raf,
sir.
can you speak now where you are, please?
Our leader is.
Can you speak now where you are so that I can give you mic?
Let me just quickly greet Biafrans. Fellow Biafrans.
Hold on. It's not just for you to greet and go. There's something we wanted you to talk about. If you're not in a comfortable zone, just let us know, yes.
Okay, I'm not in high spirit yet. When I'm done.
Okay, just greet Biafrans then.
I greet Mazi Okonkwo. I greet my rival. I greet you. I greet Gaddafi of Biafra. I greet you now. I greet my own pastor, the pastor of Biafra. I greet you. Us. Omo Biafra. Makana onye na-eche ndụ ya nche. Onye mbiro gbara okirikiri na-eche ndụ ya. ESN, we are happy such angels watching over us. 2 years. 2 years is not easy. The glory. I will leave it to hop out before these beans people go quick. I'm still here with you.
Thank you, Mazi. Mazi, Emeka, Pastor Emeka, Livingstone. There is something Biafrans want you to address, and thank you for being in the studio. Now, if autopilot did not make sure that ESN was not scrapped, as it was enunciated by the Eastern governors, the DOS, and the criminals all over, federal government of Nigeria, Igbo leaders and Ohanese, you can see those arrays of enemies. They have just shown themselves in a very single line. Now that we've declared this sit at home in preparation of no elections in Biafra land. Now, we are now taking your mind back to when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. These people, the one you hear their name say DOS, they came out and told ESN that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said they should hand down their weapons. They should not come out in any way to make him that they don't want to hear their voices. I am now putting something to you, Mazi. Please address it to Biafra. If autopilot did not rise up to make sure the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through this ESN continue to work strong, what will have been the fate of Biafrans today? Now that we are celebrating the 2 years anniversary of ESN, please let Biafrans understand the importance of ESN and nail it on the head. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much, Mazi Sonny. I don't know, do you guys hear me very well? You know, my line used to disturb you guys, disturb this program, and it hurts me so much. Can you hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you. Go on.
Okay.
We can hear you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Look. First of all, let me start with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He's a man that has a vision. He saw the problems people were passing through, regardless of the fact that they didn't understand him. He did something that will safeguard their lives, their property, and their future. He set up the East Security Network. That was a great vision. And when those people were formed, that was the time they were really, really needed. because Mieti Allah, the Marathi Fulani headsmen, were invading our land in their droves. And this amount of money voted to finance them, about 100 billion naira. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw it, even though we didn't have that much in terms of finance. He knew that with the resourcefulness of the Biafran people, if he raises them and gives them the proper motivation, they are going to secure a periphery. And when ESN came, within 3 weeks, we threw away Mieti Allah, and the Eastern region was secure. That's the first one, to show you how very important this ESN was. Now, when he was kidnapped, his lieutenants that have been removed, expelled out of their incompetence, decided to disband the ESN. So the autopilot them up, and by the grace of God, they were able to salvage what was remaining and then build up from there. And as you can see, ESN has given us hope that the Biafran land operates in a very high, considerable level of security. I didn't say absolutely, because the Nigerian government worked with the terrorists, giving them uniforms of soldiers to come and fight us. And our ESN boys were not mandated as of that time to engage the Nigerian government, but only to deal with the terrorists. And they did it expeditiously. So the trick of the government was, if you fight against those soldiers, even though they were Boko Haram members, they are Boko Haram members with uniform, you'll be seen in the international community as being rebellious against a government that was elected, whether true or false. And so we succeeded in convincing the whole international community that this government is financing terrorism, abetting kidnapping, and allowing it to filter into our territory. And so these ESN boys now have started engaging wicked people, which we have shown to the whole world are terrorists, regardless of whether they're putting on Nigerian uniform. So if they had not been there, like that, by now we would have lost a lot of our villages. They would have installed emirs and sarikis. So we want to thank God so much for our ESN members. And another thing the ESN did, the ESN was to showcase. It's not that we don't have the capacity to engage the military warfare. No, but because we're respecting that authority, but we have exposed them. And they are not finding it easy now to penetrate. That means our ESN are very gallant soldiers that understand conventional warfare and they can carry it out appropriately. The Nigerian government is not a problem to us. The ESN on ground, they are capable of dealing with them expeditiously. So I want to thank God for ESN. If not for them, we would have been telling another story today in Biafra land. But God, who raised them, they come to give them a vision, brought them up. And then in the process, where the former leaders was disbanding them because they had taken bribes and were living with the government in power, we came up with Simon Ekpa, Asuka Numwada, Autopilot Media, and other Biafrans, rally around, salvaged the ESN, started building them up again. Today, they are a formidable team. They are people we can be proud of. They are people that we can, if whatever that's happening in Biafra land, we can always say, at least we have ESN. For example, the Ehamufu issue, where they were attacked and they were sent there. They went there and did a good job. So kudos to ESN. Thank God for them. And we also appreciate Biafrans to have supported ESN, because Biafrans have contributed money and that has sustained ESN. And let us keep contributing, all Biafrans, so that we can secure our nation. The reason why ESN was formed was to secure our periphery and preserve our polity. That is what I have to say concerning the ESN. My cap for them. And please, I want to lay a complaint to this panel. People have called me several times that there is one Chidi, one young. I have refused to discuss him so that it wouldn't look as if it's important. And he goes about making very terrible accusations against Simon Ekpa, abusing him. As of now, they told me that he's having a program with the King Guruagu, and he is saying, I don't know men in Finland that can take out Simon. I am bringing it to the notice of this great platform that if we have to dress shit, if we don't have to, if we consider
Pastor, please hold on. Pastor, please hold on, because Mazi Simon is going live. He's going offline now to come back again.
Okay.
So let him just deliver this message, then you continue.
Okay, sir.
He's going offline now, and he will be back maybe after 15 minutes.
We're not hearing it, Sonny.
Yeah, we're not hearing it.
Wait, oh. All right, let me refresh. Let me refresh and bring it back. Let me refresh and bring it back. Let me refresh.
For Nigerian government and cannot be. So I don't want to say today that because they have all ganged up to fight Samaneka. They are not fighting Samaneka. That is going to be their end. And their end starts from today. You know, when I'm saying this thing, a lot of people will be thinking that it is just a comedian. I have been saying this thing before, they do not believe. Okay? It was like this. This comedy. Things are happening. This comedy. Nigeria is boiling. This comedy. Everybody is having sleepless nights. This comedy is no longer comedy.
Somebody should mute there.
My boy is not.
Mazi Chuk Survival, please mute yourself.
We are going to come back. We're going to be live very soon. I've just come here to inform you that we are fixing this particular gadget. And I think in the next 10, 15 minutes or thereabout, we will be ready to come back here and get this thing done. So what you need to do now is that this whole brouhaha on social media, all the people that are, constituting nuisance on social media, we are going to address them this evening. What we are going to be addressing is how the criminals and scammers in Nigeria gathered behind P2B in the name of NSAS, a failure. NSAS failure gathered behind P2B. And this evening, we are going to tell them the way it is. So I want everyone to wait in the next 10, 15 minutes. We're going to be back. But before I leave you here, because these days, whenever the system, a lot of people don't even get notification. So once the system begins to do like this, we have to go out and come back after a few moments. Before I leave, I want you to know this particular thing, and I leave this question to you. Those people you see today, calling Simon Ekpa here and there, that is why I told you people, I am 50 in one. 50 men in one. Few days ago, I told you people that I am going to bring more character out, some of the character that you have not seen before, and the time has come. So everything we do for this Biafra to come is more of a spiritual thing. So you understand now when I say I am a 50 men in one, because the time has come. I want you to understand that anybody that has ever fought me in this Biafra struggle, that is the end of the person.
Amen.
Both irrelevant, both in anything. And I have been able to prove that. So God used me to end every impunity, every criminality, and everything in Biafra struggle. So now, anybody
that fight me in this Biafra, his own is gone. I believe I've been able to prove that. Now, to show you that Biafra is coming next year, everybody have gathered, including the entire political party in Nigeria, Nigeria media, everything have gathered to fight God, not me, which is to tell you that their own downfall has come. And they are the last battle we are going to face. And I'm telling you, before the end of this year, which is less than 3 weeks, you are going to see how we are going to defeat and destroy Nigeria. I want you people to understand that. When they have gathered to fight Simon Ekpa, they are not fighting Simon Ekpa. They are fighting the spirit that is working in me. They are fighting the thing that nobody knows. And that will be exactly how Nigeria will continue to go down. Every media house that join in blackmailing Simon Ekpa will continue to go down from today. Every media house that join hand to try to blackmail Simon Ekpa and fight Simon Ekpa will continue to go down from today. From today, Iraq, you see, they are everything they do, including in their businesses, they will continue to go down. From today, all these people you see that are supporting P2B and they have now gathered to fight Simon Ekpa, everything will continue to go down in their life. I want you to mark today's date. So we are coming to make more explanation to show you that what we are doing is a spiritual work. And let me tell you, we have defeated from stage by stage all the obstacles of this particular Biafra freedom. We have been able to defeat them from one stage to another, from individual to group, from group to mass movement, from mass movement to Nigeria itself. And today, it is going to be very clear to everybody that I'm not working for Nigeria government. Those who have lied against me, paraded themselves that I'm working for Nigeria government, if you do not know before, at least with the event that is happening now, you will understand that I am not for Nigeria government and can never be. So, but I would just want to inform you today that because they have all ganged up to fight Simon Ekpa, they are not fighting Simon Ekpa, that is going to be their end. And their end starts from today. You know, when I'm saying this thing, a lot of people will be thinking that it is comedian. I have been saying this thing before, they did not believe me. Okay? It was like this. This comedy. Things are happening. This comedy. Nigeria is boiling. This comedy. Everybody is having sleepless night. The comedy is no longer comedy. The small boy is no longer small boy. The person they are underlooking and underrating and everything is no longer being underrated. Those who say he is just a nobody in Finland is no longer saying it. Those who say he is just that thing in Finland, they are no longer saying it. The game has changed. It is no longer what they used to do. It is no longer a joke. And like play, Biafra will come. God will use me to destroy Nigeria that have killed my people for many years. God is going to use me to end Nigeria next year. Those people that are issuing threat, Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that, I invite them to come. I am ready for them. But I want to inform you today that the gang up against Simon Ekpa globally is to show you that the end of Nigeria has come. And we are in the last battle. If you are not ready for this, you just go and sit down and watch how things unfold. The freedom of my people is what I have come to fight. So forget all the blackmail. When you hear them say, Simon Ekpa ordered sit at home for people to get killed, and they are ordering for Simon Ekpa arrest for this and that, ask them, how many of them have ordered the arrest of those who organized NSAS protest? Or is it because the protest has nothing to do with the disintegration of Nigeria? How many of the NSAS protest has been arrested globally? Those who were funding it, those who brought people to be killed in the street of Lagos, in the street of Onitsha, in the street of Edo State, in the street of Aba, in the street of Imo State. How many of these people has been, people have right to petition? Nobody has done anything like that. But because it is ordained by God that Biafra is coming, confusion has entered them, and we are going to defeat them. We have actually defeated them. All you see happening now, it must happen for Nigeria to go down. And we are going to end Nigeria. And God is going to use me. So let them write anything they want to write. I am ready to face them by the special grace of God, like I have done to other people, and they are going to go down. From today, anybody that is involved in blackmailing Simon Ekpa will begin to collect water in his own way, physically, spiritually, and otherwise. Your businesses will collect water. In your family, you will collect water. In everything you do, you collect water. I am telling you from today, and I want all of them to go and check it. Just go and mark today's date. From Vanguard News to Channel to any news media that to blackmail me, they will begin to go down from today. And I want this thing to go viral. We're going to come back in the next 10 minutes, after 10 minutes, to have our proper exposition on how these frontland people gang up and they are supporting P2B in struggling to preserve Nigeria so that their business, their fraudulent business and internet scamming business will begin to flourish. The country we are fighting for is a country that is going to be very conducive for everybody, that will be free of crime. So I thank you all as you wait, and inform others because you're not getting notification. So inform others, we're going to be live in the next 10 minutes. Thank you.
So, Mazi, Emeka, please, you may go on with your submission, please.
Thank you. Can you hear me now? This is exactly what I was complaining to this honorable platform. And I was able to single out Chidi Wanyango in Canada. That man is an enemy of Biafra. He has been speaking against Simon Ekpa and asking that people in Finland should get together on program to do him evil, to do him harm. So I think it is time we become nebulous in our approach to these issues, hitting these people one-on-one. And I agree in every prayer Simon Ekpa made that, listen, this is a spiritual matter. I'm telling you the truth. God is with us. I know it. I know it as a man of God. Even though some of my colleagues don't see it that way, I know it. I'm telling you people the gospel truth. I know it that God is with us in this program. The Bible says that this child is set for the rising and falling of many in Israel when Jesus was brought to the temple. Biafra is set for the rising and falling of many in Biafra land, in Nigeria. So many people, let me put it blunt, will die, not even because that Simon Ekpa is killing them, but because God will kill them. Some will have diseases, some will be eliminated, and especially those of the Biafran extraction who are ganging up against him. You'll be hearing so many things that it's a spiritual battle. So that is why I wanted to complain to this honorable platform, and thank God Simon Ekpa has elaborated it beyond the one I wanted to say. My problem was with one man, but there are so many now. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you, Pastor. Mazi 247, thank you for joining us. We've been making Biafrans to understand the importance of ESN since today has been the second year anniversary. And in your own way and understanding, please, we want you to as well make Biafrans understand the importance of ESN, the reason why they must continue to be funded, and why they have stood to this time, because it is because of the autopilot and Mazi Simon Ekpa in front that has made it possible for anybody to remember that ESN still exists till today, and that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still exists, and that Biafra still exists, because if they had succeeded in scrapping ESN as the DOS had done with the southeastern governors and the Igbo leaders on Ohaneze, by now nobody will speak or remember what we are actually talking about. You have the mic, please, Mazi.
Yeah, they will. I greet you all. First of all, I greet you, my family in the studio with me. I see how you people, they look handsome like this. On a good evening, on a good morning.
Why you come late?
I come late because you look handsome today. I don't know. You know they look more handsome every day. I just thought this because I see somebody where they write Okoko, I love you here now. That is why the way Sonny no look. You know go see him.
You sure say you don't go one village where they make
that
people
person
come
in
school
maybe they are from Amiku village. That's why. Okay.
You sure say you know village where they make people come late?
Go down. Only me get the eye. Why they take see that kind of thing?
I don't say you don't go that village where they make people come school late. Oh.
When you look at this at the studio, you will see Mazi the Gallo na handsome man. Then you can't see his men, handsome men. Even though say Pastor Emeka the verse, he still look fine. I know the talk of Jew survival. See, I say Kevin Biabia. Even Sonny go bone, he's still fine, no problem. Anyway, it's a good thing that we are together. You know, Mazi the Gallo has, even if he said, now I want to go and rest. Let other people go on. He has done so much, bringing us together from diverse places. We love you, Mazi Nandikano. And I want to say thank you to you all that are in this studio, standing in the gap. We don't wait for any, that is why we are autopilot. We can go at any time, plan or no plan. You are great men. God bless you all. And the Biafrans, I thank you all for being there for us. Anytime we do her, una go come. Now be the spirit. Thank you all. And I want to say a big thank you to Simon Ekpa and the chairperson of Umuada and the whole Umuada and every person that is fighting with the true heart of a Biafra. I greet all of you. Una well done. So, Mazi Sonny, you know, the ESN you are asking about is like when you are talking of God, when you talk of God, you talk of Holy Spirit. And when you say somebody know God, you know Holy Spirit, you know say you get as he be. Okay, make I leave God, make I talk him in a simple way. It be like say somebody where they drive sheep, na captain that they call him, I believe. If they use compass, without that sheep, without the compass, that sheep they go round and round, you don't know where they go. If you look before the ESN, Fulanese, we no get mad for our land again. Our mama, our papa, our people where they do farm. Even if you can, Father Mbaka testified that because of the ESN, people are able to go to farm, and he himself, his farm, people, he employed more than 40,000 or 400,000 people. Now they can go to work because ESN is there. So now you will ask yourself, why is the ESN the problem of the people of Biafra land, or the people like Hopu Zodema, people like Edevo Mai, all of them, Ifanye Jiofo, Chike Doziem, Shina Samoru, put them together, all of them, we know them that are against the ESN. Why be saying that them be their problem? You go find out that these people, the other day when we were doing program, I showed us a pigeon that was thrown inside frying pan. The pigeon was trying to run out. Immediately you put corn inside that frying pan. The pigeon forgets, say that frying pan is killing the pigeon. Is killing it and started eating the corn. This is the people you have as your leaders, as your friends, as your families. They no say Fulani, they kill them. Because they don't throw them PP not around, they pick them, forget say they are inside their grave. Our families were dying until Mazi Nandi came up with the ESN. None of them ever thought or imagined or even dreamed, let us form a security outfit to stop these Fulanese from killing us. Why? Because simply it is what they signed. Anything we bring, you must not stop. Even the Fulani cattle, where they say may they stop. You see somebody like the one in Abia State, He said Abia State did not get anything like a boundary for this one. Imo State, he said there is nothing like a route. There is even nothing like a hindrance or barriers. Funani can go anywhere. Therefore, certain. But despite all their powers, ESN still tell you, say, we must save our people. Many of us before now have seen that people will go to farm. After the season, we see the videos everywhere. You go see Funani man, you go, they dig up the cassava, the cocoyam, the yam, the corns, where somebody suffer plants. You go, they dig them out, they use knife, they cut them for in cows. Cow go, they eat. Something that took somebody a year to bring up to that level. So when okay, maybe we don't even go far. See what happened in Hamufu in Enugu State this yesterday, few days ago. These Funanis don't come in. They kill people. They kill the enter. They kill the enter until ESN can go for that place, that community. They were able to stop them from killing, and they go inside bush, go they contend with them when they inside bush to rescue the Biafrans that they don't steal, they don't cut. Even though say they don't cut many into pieces, they don't cut pregnant woman into two, carry him alive. ESN were able to stop them, despite police, despite army, despite all the security operatives, all the Nigerian Boko Haram Funanis in uniform, fighting to make sure that the ESN do not rescue those people. But ESN, by the special grace of CHUKWU, OKIKE, ABIAMA, overpower them and they rescue those people. So ESN is something we cannot do without. We cannot do anything now as Biafra is now. We can't do without them, because if we think we want to do without them, that means we are ready to be destroyed and trampled upon by the uncircumcised Funanis. And as long as we are Biafrans, we are not ready to take that. We no go agree. We are not going to agree. And that is why some people are still against us today. Like, there was videos I saw today, the same governor Nigeria recruited the Bubagos. They go, they do evil. The answer say, na them be ESN. For you to see the evil, and by the grace of God, ESN catch them today, that they confess. Now then they go bomb market, now then they go bomb people houses, now then they go attack people when we get sit at home. They go tell you, say, we are ESN, we are ESN, burn that guy, they shoot people, they kill people. I want you done to look at those videos. I think I'm going to put that video here so you will play that people will see. That one I covered it. Don't worry. I covered I censored the video, so we don't have problem with that. Let me bring the video up here. So we see our people are not telling themselves the truth. I believe so. I'll get the video again. No. I believe, oh, God help me. I believe so. I'll get the video again. Anyway, whether I know Sam, whether I say I don't know. But the thing be say, these things where they happen, be say, if they happen now, we can talk now. We can jubilate or say or do anything now simply because we have ESN. If say we no get ESN, we for no get anything where we for they do now. By now, we for therefore don't trample over us. Funanis for don't finish us. Funanis for don't kill us. Even those who say they be pastors, Funanis for don't chop us like raw. Your church, Funanis for don't use and do cattle house. Now the video be this. Make we listen to Martins.
No, I said
Martins.
wetiga nga ya ọ ha bude bago ndị agaje gba be botman na ụmụike be nwoke na ụmụdije ndị be anyị achọ ọ ha nwaje gba ndị be anyị achọ ọkụ ndị bago shut up your mouth ha na run in of ESN ha na run in of ESN na bụ ESN ka ha bụ wena akasi ESN ife ha na-eme ụmụ nwa Dara Martins ha nwa ndị na-ekpuchi ihu n'ụkpọ na-akparị n'ụkpọ na-ebugasị ndị mmadụ na-atụ aka na-ebugasị ndị mmadụ nke a nwa Dara Martins ọ ebe ha ji mbe mmadụ ọkụ ka nwutekwara ha ọzọ so otu aka nsa mbe mmadụ ọkụ be emeni ha na-achọ anyị achọ na ụmụ diji ọ ndị ndị jesi ebe ahụ ọkụ so ọ ha ndị ahụ ndị a na-arịa ndị na-akasị ụkpọ ndị na-emebisi ụkpọ ndị na PSN ndị na-emebisi obodo ndị na-emebisi obodo n'afọ ESN na-ebugasị ndị mmadụ mpịa na-agbarị ọsọ n'ụlọ n'ụkọsọ na ọ bịara ebe agụ onye nke a ya bụ nwa Dara Martins mpịa gbara ọsọ n'ụlọ n'ụkọsọ ọ bịara ebe agụ na-ebugasị ndị mmadụ n'ụgbọ ya na-esi ndị mmadụ ọkụ n'ụgbọ ya ebugasị ndị mmadụ mma n'ụgbọ tiga nga ya so onye masị na ESN ahụ rụrụ ezigbo ọrụ ya ọrụ ESN na-arụ so onye adị ife a this boy enyegwu ya second chance before oge anwụdeburu ya ọ na-ezugbo ohi emeri ebere hapịa ọnawa ọ nazi ejebazi ebu agụ wezi ebu agụ a na-emezi na-ebugasị ndị mmadụ na-esube ndị mmadụ ọkụ ihe anya achọ na ụmụ diji onye ọgbara ebe ahụ ọka mdebe ya so ha nwa bịa kedu afa gị Tangod onye Tangod iko n'ebe ka ị bụ Abia steeti kedu afa gị ngewa Sunday onye Ifeanyi onye Ogbo kedu afa nna gị kedu afa nna gị Dara onye Dara Martins Ifeanyi Ngwa kedu afa gị Sonto onye Ogeji ọkpọ Agbori ọkpọ kedu eji mara gị ka afọ eji mara gị ka afọ eji mara gị Sirimzi Augustus ngana ọ ha ndị kpuchi ihu na-agbakọsị ndị mmadụ n'ụgbọ ndị mọfụ ESN why ha bụ ebe agụ so ebe ka ha bụ so ọ ha nwa the full evidence.
So we see them. They go come tell you say when they go do their evil operation, they go tell you say they be ESN just to spoil every effort Simon Ekpa is putting out there. Every effort our men on ground is putting effort. Every effort all of us together are putting. People are contributing money, donating money to make sure our ESN is funded. These criminals, these wicked criminals, Chike Dozem, China Samori, Ifeanyi Co, and all the governors put together are raising these people. You see them raising them inside the bushes. They will come. They go, they kill people. They go, they bomb people houses. They go, they steal people cars. They tell them, say, they be ESN. Just as what happened in Imo State, China to that be yesterday. They go burn INEC office. The policeman run, come out immediately. He said, we know it's we know it's IPOB ESN. The girl that be delayed the way they interview him, they ask him, how sure are you? He can't change math. He said, we are only suspecting. Hopes of them later come out and they confirm that this has nothing to do with anybody but the political opponents. This is all they are doing to bring Biafra to down, to paint us black, to paint the image of ESN black, but God passed them. CHUKWU, ABIAMA passed them, and they cannot do anything to bring ESN down. Like Mazi Nandekalo said, that flag where he raised up that day, you know they come down until Biafra come. They were Mazi.
Mazi, thank you very much for this video that you brought to the screen. It's been able to bring out another point. Mazi Okonkwo, please. You know the ESN that you have been tiring your night and doing fundraising for. You know the ESN that you have been calling Biafrans to give all their support that they have. You know the ESN that were sent to Amufu to go and rescue our men and women and children that were destroyed. Enumerating the importance and the ingenuity of ESN will multiply, and then we no go leave this place. But today, now the second year anniversary of ESN. What can you tell Biafrans when they see this kind of thing that you see on the screen here compared to the real ESN that you are working for every day?
Thank you. I will make this very short, and because Pastor Emeka came in here and he shipped something in, and we must not look it down. You see, our ESN, like I explained before, I have already brought the numbers out and asked Biafrans to look how, what, when the Mazi Nandekan has this initiative of putting the ESN on the 12th of 12th. So that explains this all. So what we will do now is we have to, keep on praying for our ESN that they will never, that the whole world will use their eye to see the differences between the original and fake. Because in 7up, when I was in Aba, they used to write it, the difference or something like that. The difference is clear. So every Biafra that around there, we must know that this ESN created by Soludo, this ESN of Chinas and Woru, who is working with Ebubago in the killing of our people, are not the ones that Mazi Nandekan has called today that we're celebrating. And of course, I would like to talk about what Pastor Emeka said. Chief Anyanwu has been treading on the path that he cannot. Because when we begin to face him, I saw also his broadcast today where he's ranting and doing all kinds of saga. And I would not like Simon Ekpa to talk to that man because I don't think he is relevant. He's paying alliance with the enemies of Biafra in order to destroy what we're doing. But Chief is a small person. He's nowhere. He should check his platform from up to bottom. So, but that's not the issue. But I think Simon, I will advise Simon not to even respond to Chief because it's nobody. And I see we're in the struggle. Your economic start, you will doctors, anything, but what we look at is which part are you playing? Saboteur part. You come to mock and you cannot even give anything to restore Biafra. I'm talking to Chief Diana. So I want you also to go and check yourself proper and look into yourself how people and check your platform where you started doing good. When a man talks to black or when a man wears white and going through the oil, you must be stern. So I want Chief to think very, very good on what he's doing and retrieve from his evil. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi. Mazi, true survivor. Is it not when everybody are turning their barrel and turning their oponigwe on you that you get to understand that that means I am the only man that is doing what is right? Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu created ESN for the Biafran people, and the Biafran people embrace ESN. Now, since MNK was kidnapped, what we have been doing is to make sure that ESN is not scrapped. Now, the same ESN that we have been working for, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu created, and now we see that the entire one Nigeria and the entire people that were also claiming that they are fighting for the ESN, now turning the same button that they were using against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Mazi Simon Ekpa. Please, how do you make it known to Biafrans for them to know what's happening? Because he said, we are fighting a formidable array of enemies, both within and without. And now we are seeing them all. Please, shatter the table for Biafrans. Mazi.
Thank you so much, my brother Sonny. I appreciate you so much on that very aspect of the question. You see, when you look at the issue of ESN, ESN is is one of the major ways, major instruments that is going to bring Biafra. And ESN is one thing that the zoo is very, very much scared about. I can tell you that the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was also because of the ESN. When you look at what is happening, how things are, the whole things that are going on, you begin to see the importance of the ESN. From the very first time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established the ESN, all hell break loose. The attack intensifies. Calling of name is changed. Everything increased. And when you look at it from his kidnapper up to this very moment, you see that one of the most important things that our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, has also done is to secure that ESN. Because of ESN, our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, let so many things go. That was why when people were saying, why didn't you attack Ifeanyi Ejiofor? Why are you talking about Ifeanyi Ejiofor today? Why didn't you talk about this person? Why are you talking about him today? People who say there are people who are not paying attention. At a time when these evil men were holding the ESN in their hand, they were holding every instrument on their own hand. Our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, was very, very careful to watch closely. He pretended as if he's not seeing them. He tolerated so many things. He allowed so many things to flow until he was able to secure the ESN. And today, ESN is in the safe hand. And after ESN had been secured, that very instrument that will play a major role of a movement to Biafra, after it was secured, now you can see, even the greatest and the strongest saboteur that nobody expected anybody would touch has been disgraced. They've all been pulled out. ESN remains one of the strongest things you can think of. When it comes to the restoration of Biafra, they have a major role to play. They have these, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu call them Army of CHUKWU ABIAMA. The Army of CHUKWU ABIAMA. And these are volunteers, people who has given their own life. I can ask you, all those people who are in the comment section writing, how much will somebody pay you for you to give your own life? How much? These people are volunteers. You are not paying them. On their own, they have volunteered to give their life to make sure that we have a nation that we call our own. You are not paying them. Don't think that when you're making a donation, you're paying them. All you are doing is give them the instrument they need for them to secure you. You talk about self-defense. You cannot go for self-defense with empty hand. If you are going for self-defense, you must go with the equal measure of the person that you're going to. If that person is coming with AK-47, you go with AK-47. If he's coming with that more tank, you go with that more tank. Whatever he's coming with, you go with it. And that is the only request the ESN is making from you and I, for us to support them, to be able to defend you and I. You are not paying them. And I ask again, how much will somebody pay you to lay your own life down? How much? How much is your life worth? Can you accept money for you to lay down your own life? These are men, volunteers, on their own, who has given up their life. You heard Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he was talking, and he said, if you think you know how to train suicide bombers against Biafrans, if you think you have 10,000 suicide bombers, that he's going to give you 50,000. There are men who are willing to defend Biafra land. And when I see them, I rejoice. The only thing we owe them is to give them the tools. They are not asking for salary. They are not asking for money. All they need from you is the tools to defend you and I. That's all they request for. And every one of us must make sure we make provision for them. They have given it all. These are people that have given their life. They gave their life to secure a land where you and I will return back to. They have given their own life already. They have given their life. Without any hesitation, they give their life. All they ask for you is the support, the tools to go ahead and make sure that things work. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask? If you cannot give your life, why not give your own support? That blessing that CHUKWU has placed in your finger, that thing that CHUKWU has gave you, there is a reason why he gave you that thing. And at this point that we are, every single one of us, autopilotly, we are hearing the voice of CHUKWU ABIAMA in one way or the other. There is something he's whispering into your ear. Go and begin to do that thing. Start doing it. Stop waiting. Stop waiting for anyone to push you around. That silent voice you're hearing, that tiny voice you're hearing, telling you to move. A time has come when we no longer sit on the fence. Today, I tell you that today, if there is nothing I will be happy about, I will be happy that today our work in the media has been reduced. In the sense that telling people whom to follow and whom not to follow, it has been solved. The saboteurs are gathering on one angle today, speaking on one voice, against the little David, who is standing on his own. It's left for you to make your choice. You and your family, where do you belong? Whereas for those of us who have chosen to go on the path of truth, standing with our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, we will continue to stand there, and victory is sure very, very soon. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you. I hope my voice is coming out because network is delaying.
Loud and clear.
Okay. Mazi Rap, please. This one where you use a Biafra cover your mouth. I hope you go get space to take talk to Biafrans. Because today is the second anniversary of ESN. We are just enumerating the importance and the need and the objective of ESN to people that did not know, and the tasks ahead of them, so that they will understanding of forces and not standing on the fence and not waiting for the freedom to be achieved and then later they will come in. Please, you understand the fight that we fought since MNK was kidnapped, when ESN was to be scrapped totally, and you know what we went through. Now, it got to a time that we had to jump into wells and dine on the tables where we were not even supposed to dine, just to make sure some interests were protected. We fought ourselves, and then we called ourselves names. We did too many things. You yourself, you know the kind of fight that we were fighting ourselves inside our media team. Outside and inside, the ones that people understood and the ones that they don't understand. Many things were going on because we were fighting for one singular interest. And that purpose alone, to make sure that ESN is not scrapped or destroyed by the Eastern governors, the Ohaneze Ndigos, the Igbo leaders that you have seen, all of them exemplify everything that they hid since MNK was kidnapped to this very day. And now you have seen that the other ones that were answering the name, leadership of IPOB, have come out in public to make it very clear for people to see. Please, I want you in your own way to shatter the table and make Biafrans understand something. And Biafrans, Mazi Simon is coming live again. When he starts speaking, we will bring him to the screen, just like we did before, and we will continue watching him from here. So we are in unison, and we are waiting for him to start speaking. There will, Mazi, you have the mic, please.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. Thank you, my comrades on this panel. I greet you all. We appreciate CHUKWU ABIAMA. We thank him for this wonderful gift of the Army of Volunteers that he gave to us 2 years now running. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom CHUKWU ABIAMA gave the wisdom to bring this team together and to establish this force. He told the world, and we all know, that the toughest army to defeat is an army of volunteers. You know, this is a team that have determined to work and do all that is needed to save their land. And sometimes you hear, the way these people gather together, it was just like a snap like this, and we saw an army of people. You know, we saw when these pictures surfaced online, it was like an ocean of humanity. You know, they were countless. They were like a sand on the seashore. And you know, it took the zoo by storm, and they didn't believe it. And from that time till now, it has become a dread, a fear to the enemies, ESN. And these enemies did all they could to stop this particular army of volunteers. And this army was not established like a conventional fight. No,